Hello. The ultimate aim of this project is to plot hate speech terms that are used across the globe. So I have done a Python script to be able to generate those terms as they are plotted uh, automatically, because once you fill in the form that is on my Facebook page, or that you can access by any other means, you will be able to automatically send data to this program. And once that data is evaluated, we should be able to plot that data. And once we do so, then you can see I'm trying to generate a map based on the data that is available. It's a global map across the globe. So we want to see the terms that have already been sent. We haven't received data from outside the continent Africa. If we narrow down a bit, you already see that much of the data that we have received, the responses, are from Kenya. And I would wish that we would get, as time goes on, we get hate speech terms that are used across the country. Let me just zoom uh, into this. You notice that this particular area has already 4 terms that have been fitted. We can see this is around Machakos town. I can see the word Ngema, which has been given 3. It's not a very good term. Then we have, somebody else has also fixed Ngema. This is a term that has the highest, it's almost unspeakable, so I cannot even pronounce it because I happen to speak Kikamba, and I know that this term is abusive. Then there is, there is a word Mbilondo, which is disturbing because it has been given a value of 2 in a range of 2 to 5. Mbilondo means a dark person, and it's abusive. Let me see another region outside Kenya. Let me see this one. This should be around, this respondent must have been around Makueni. Yes. And if I click on the term, that is a term Akavi. Akavi, the speaker says Akavi is abusive, neutral, but rather neutral, but it's a negative term referring to the Maasai community amongst the speakers of the Akamba speakers of Makueni. Then if I come to, wait, this is Nairobi. If I come to Nairobi, I think I can see 2 terms that are there. The circles indicate the number of terms that we expect. Yes, in here we have 2 terms. A speaker has indicated the word madoadoa is abusive and given it 3 in a range. So when somebody uses the word madoadoa, he says it's assigned, he or she says it's assigned to 3. And which other term is this? Kama mbaya mbaya. This one says it's really a bad term because when he says kama mbaya mbaya, it refers to rejection of a particular person, total rejection of a particular person. Let me come to some other markers that I have seen here. I think around Kakamega, I have seen, yes, there's a term there. I don't know what this term could be unless I go to the translation file. But we have a term there that the respondent says is quite abusive. And then we have another term in Kisumu. Kisumu, we have a respondent that assigned the word genie. I don't know what genie also refers to. I should have looked at this maybe before I do this short video. But this person says genie is abusive amongst the Doluos, and he says it's not extremely despicable, but says it's on the border, gives it a value of 4. So that's what we are getting. Remember, when you plot, when you do the Google form, this data is automatically, maybe I should just quickly go to the Google form. Once you do the Google form, here, this is the link that I have to the Google form. Yeah, once you fill in these the questions that are sent to you. We can see we have within a period of 1 day, because I posted this yesterday, I have had 9 responses, quite good. And we can see the terms. I can see the responses that have been given, including the translations that have been given by the speakers. Oh, I can actually see one of the terms that has been used means sports. Another one means outcast. Somebody says it's bad. Otherwise, there is no other option but to fight it all by all means. We have a term here that means vagina. Another term that means thing. A term that means fools. Mountain people, they regarded as fools because of the cold in the hills. Another speaker said the term that he or she has given means a dark, deplorable person. Yes, and we also have another term that has been given that also means vagina, but it's in a derogatory or abusive term. So the aim of our map is to be able to map those terms that we regard as abusive and therefore guide people on perhaps what terms they should avoid, or even those terms in case somebody refers to them or to their friends as those terms, then it's easy for you to get to the Google map that I have done and be able to determine the meaning or the extent of usage of that term. I did that short video so that you will be able to see the importance of the Google form that I have posted on my Facebook page. Thank you very much.